All right, we're on day 2. I was up pretty late last night getting the rack and roll cleaned. So this rack and roll is completely cleaned out now. So now when I bake something, I have empty trays that I put stuff on. I had to stop yesterday from cleaning because I have a shoulder injury, and I kind of was to the point where my hand hurt so much. So I was sleeping like this last night just because I'm trying to find a way to sleep where my shoulder doesn't kill me. I started looking for ingredients yesterday, and so far for all-purpose flour, I am finding Costco is probably going to be my best price. Nowadays, honestly, we have to just find ways to save money when we're buying things like this. It's not like I'm buying flour from, a local farm or something like that and pitting prices against each other. I literally just need some all-purpose flour and some sugar. And so what I'm going to do today, I have all of the bins down here. So those still need to be cleaned out. I still have one more rack and roll to clean out in the other room. And I am going to try and use the app DeGlaze, and then I'll tell you guys about that. So it's an app where you can actually take pictures from your favorite cookbooks, and you're supposed to be able to take the recipe, put it into the app, and then create a shopping list. So then you can check off what you've got. So I am going to pick out a couple recipes and try the app and see if it works. So I will report back to you on that. And I'm going to pick out 2 recipes to make. So obviously the brownie that I bought the other day was a fail. I'm sorry. I love you, Italian Center, but that brownie was not good. And then when I was looking at all the poppy seeds that I have the other day, I realized how much I love poppy seed cake and how fun would it be. So I am going to look for those 2 recipes and then see if I can create a list. And then I'm just kind of looking around my kitchen area here, see what else I need to organize. So that's kind of the plan for day 2. So the majority of the books that I have that are cookbooks are in this section of my library, and I counted the books yesterday. I have 101 books total. How funny is that? So I'm going to kind of go through and see which of these books might have a brownie recipe in it, and then I'll show you. I actually found a lemon poppy seed cake recipe already, so I'll show you that one. Okay, so I went through a couple books, but I really wanted to use something from my new A Whisper of Cardamom book by Eleanor Ford, and I found a golden lemon drizzle cake with poppy seeds. And so this looks absolutely gorgeous. I love that the recipe is got some grams in it for the cake. I do appreciate grams. I'd have grams when I'm doing chocolate work. So the recipe looks pretty easy. So I'm going to try this one because I've got all these poppy seeds. I have a jar of poppy seeds. So again, it's about trying to use some of the ingredients that I have and making it easy. And the ingredients are, we've got butter, lemon zest, sugar, eggs, baking powder, turmeric. I have turmeric. Like I said, I have everything. Poppy seeds, and then flour. So this looks like it's going to make a nice cake. Jason's birthday is this weekend, so I will have lots of people that can test it out for me. So I've decided that this is the one for the poppy seeds that I want to do. And then I actually love, I love this whole series of books, the Cooks Illustrated. I used to teach culinary courses at a local post-secondary, and I have sticky notes from when I actually used this book when I was teaching that course. what I love is that they have the recipe, they have why it works, they have little hints and tips for everything that you're doing for the recipe. So I actually found a nice classic brownie recipe. I am going to do the classic brownie recipe. It does have nuts in it. Brownies have to have nuts in it. You can fight me on this if you want. I don't care. They have to have nuts. And then it's got a chocolate glazed brownie. So I could do a glaze on top if I want. It's got turtle brownies. It's got cream cheese brownies. It has chewy brownies. I do like chewy brownies quite a bit. That's kind of my thing. I like a chewy brownie more than a cake brownie. So I'm going to read this through and just make sure that the one that I'm making is the one that I want. They have fudgy brownies because brownies come in all shapes and sizes. And then, of course, they have the blondies. I like a chewy brownie. I like the crisp, crunchy, crackly sides and top. I love nuts in it. And that's what I'm looking for in my brownie. I don't want weird brownies that just taste like chocolate cake. That's not a brownie to me. So these are going to be the two things. And then I'm going to show you the DeGlaze app, and I'm going to show you how it works. So Nick Sharma, who I have one of his books, is over here somewhere. He has a Substack that I follow. He does YouTube. He's scientist/chef. Amazing. I love that. I'm scientist/chef as well. And he was talking about this app, and he has way more cookbooks than I do. Holy cow. So I thought, try this app out and see what I think about it. Because if I, fingers crossed, get the chance to do a chefing gig this summer, it's going to be at a backcountry lodge. So it would be kind of nice to have some of these recipes, you know, if I try them and I really like them, to be able to have them with me. And, you know, I'm not taking giant books that weigh a couple of pounds into the backcountry, and instead I'll just have it on my phone. So I'll let you know how that goes. Stay tuned for that.
All right, so this app was seriously so cool. So it's called DeGlaze. I opened it up on my phone, and immediately it started showing me some tutorials for how to basically start working with the app. So I decided that what I wanted to do immediately was to actually upload a couple of recipes. So it has this little tutorial, how not to take your pictures, how to take your pictures, asks for access to the camera. So as you can see, it was kind of, I had like a bit of a glare to begin with, but I got that sorted out, got the picture taken for the recipe, and then I had the second page of the recipe as well. So this is for the brownie recipe. Got both of the pictures uploaded, and honestly, this was super fast. I was so impressed with how quickly this went. So as the recipes went in, then I put create recipe, and this was wild. So when it opened the recipe up, it imported it, and immediately classic brownies came up with the cookbook. So Cooks Illustrated has this recipe in quite a few of their cookbooks, and it pulled up one of their books. Here's the whole recipe, the instructions, and everything is right there. And then from there, you can create your grocery list, which is so handy because then I'm not carrying around a piece of paper or carrying around a recipe book. So I opened up the ingredients, and I basically clicked off of the ones that I didn't need. Actually didn't really need to buy very many things for this recipe. At the bottom, the little shopping cart was blinking at me, and I could see exactly what I needed for ingredients. And you can shop by aisle, by date, or by recipe. So say you had stuff you specifically wanted to get on Monday, you could do that. So I decided to then add in a second recipe, and for this one what I did was I went through and I had the lemon poppy seed recipe from A Whisper of Cardamom. So same thing, went in, much easier to take the picture for this one because it was just one page. I decided I wanted the reference picture as well for what it's supposed to look like. So I took a picture of that as well. The upload speed, super duper fast. I was so impressed. And here's the wildest thing. So it started processing, immediately labeled the recipe correctly. And as I was looking through the 2 pictures that I took, I was like, oh, wait, what's this? And it uploaded the book cover immediately. So this was really, really cool. So I did the same thing. I did the grocery list. I clicked through what I needed. And again, for this one, I didn't need a lot of things. And that's what I'm trying to do here is find things that I don't need a lot of stuff for. I added it to the grocery list, and basically I now have a grocery list for 2 recipes that I can take with me. There also is the opportunity if you want to do like a conversion. So say you wanted to double the recipe or something like that, you can do that. All in all, this app I give a 10 out of 10. It's super cool.
Okay, that's it for day 2. That app is amazing. I'm so thrilled with it. I will take it grocery shopping with me tomorrow. And it's just, what a great way to keep your favorite cookbooks with you at all times. And especially because I travel so much. Not that I'm necessarily making food on the road, but if I do this chefing gig, then I'm going to want these recipes and cookbook ideas with me for that. So I will see you tomorrow, and we're going to go and do some shopping. Thanks, everyone.